Everyone, this is Sims Wishes here, and I'm sharing with you today my very first Sims 4 tutorial, and it's all about how to create a basic story progression using household management. So in Sims 3, there was a really great story progression in place, which I loved, and I actually also modded it with my own story progression mod from NRASS. I'm sure many of you have used it. In the story progression for Sims 3, basically your Sims would start families, get married, get promotions, gain skills, and basically the whole town would progress like real life. Now Sims 4 has a basic story progression where the whole town ages up like real life. However, they don't actually progress in that you don't see them getting new jobs, they don't get married, they don't form relationships, they don't have children. So they just grow up and then they die. And this game will repopulate the town with Sims from the Sim bin once those Sims die. So what tends to happen is the town progressively gets older and you get less and less kids in the town. Well, this is what happened in Sims 3 anyway, because the whole town is aging and no one's having kids, no one's getting married. So I've come up with a quick little fix for this in Sims 4, which I think will be really good, and I hope you like this idea as well. And it's by using household management as a basic quick fix here. So and this is really about making sure the families progress. So basically making sure you've got enough couples and kids and teens in your town to really, have all age ranges in there for you to play with, and you can manage it through this. I know it's not as good as probably a story progression mod, which might come out later in the track, but this is a good start. So in manage households, this is where you essentially manage your towns. Okay, so played households, these are the households I had been playing. Under unplayed households, you can filter by a few options here. All households, not in world. Now, not in world means these Sims are actually wandering around your town and have no homes. So they're essentially homeless, but it's more people for your town and more people for your Sims to interact with, which I think is good. And the best part is, like, if you don't like the Sims in here, you can edit them. You can put new Sims in there. And this is the best bit. So also, you can also manage the Sims in your town. So Oasis Springs, these are all the Oasis Springs residents, and these are the residents in Willow Creek currently. So let's say, okay, let's start with not in world. Okay, let's say you wanted to add a few more teens or children and more families in your town, sorry, in your world, but you didn't actually want to fill all the houses. So you just want them in your world but not filling all the lots. So you create them in not in world. You can't actually create them from scratch as such, but what you can do, you go into, say for example, this guy, and you click edit the sim. So let's say we want him to have, we decide we want a few more teens in the town. I've got a teen and I've got a teen son. I want some more female teens in the town. Let's give him a daughter, a teenage daughter. Heck, let's give him 2 teenage daughters. Alright, so now we've got 2 extra teenagers that will be in our town. So we just click tick. Oh, I have to give them names, of course, so let's call this one Tash. Let's call this girl, let's randomize it. So you click tick once they're made. Personalities, of course. Can't forget about those. Let's give them a little quick fix here. And our next teen here. Okay, so once they're created, you click tick. And now you've got a brand new household getting around your town. We got 2 new teenagers in your town. Easy as that. Also, if you decide there's a family you don't like, you're just like, no, they're ugly, or you're just not interested in having them in the town, don't like them for some reason, you click on them, let's pick someone, let's pick this guy, poor guy, and all you need to do is delete the household. Don't want them in your town at all, delete them. Easy as that. So essentially what you could actually do is you can delete every single person in here and fill your town with your own Sims. I know, that's pretty exciting to me because I like having that control over my town. So once you've done that, how do you go about creating new Sims from scratch? So, and then including them in the town or whatnot. So you'll have to actually do this through Create a Sim. So if I go back to the main menu, let's just exit. And I click Create New Household. I'm just going to pull someone from the gallery because it's a lot easier. Okay, I'll go all. I go by households. And what I think the best way to search, if you want something in particular, is by hashtag. I'm going to hashtag baby because I saw that there's actually a family with a baby, which there is right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this family. Yes, replace the household. They're going to be added into my town, into my world, shall we say. Okay, so here's a family right here. I'll tick that. Yes, we would like them in our town, thank you. Okay, so essentially you've got to move, you do actually have to move them into a house. So, oh, no, we don't want to move in with family. Okay, I know there's not much space in these towns, which is usually a problem. Let's go unfinished so they can move in. Okay, so what happens when you put a new family in the town? It's going to go in as if you want to play them. You might not necessarily want to, but you know, I haven't found a way around this yet, but we will see. Okay, so we'll just go back out to manage worlds. Okay, so basically if you want to save room in your town but you want more families, and you decide, okay, they're a cool family, I want them around, but I don't really want them taking up a house in my town, click on the house, you click more, evict the household. Click yes, you evict the household. If you go back to household management, the household is in played households now because I've essentially played them. But if I go into not in world, they are now listed as not in world. So essentially that should mean that they will show up around town and interacting with you, and you'll be able to find them around town, but they just won't have a house. So I think this is a really great alternative for story progression and a really great way to control your town, who's in it, who's not in it, depending on how, you know, how controlling you are of things, like me in this respect anyway. So I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Let me know if you come up with any other easier ways than this. Also, if there are any other tutorials you want to see from me, also let me know. And if you enjoyed this tutorial, please give us a big thumbs up, like. Please also follow and subscribe and share this video as well. So thanks so much for listening. Thanks everyone, and happy simming.